Time now for the Peter Chill Morning News on this Tuesday morning, December 15th, 2015. And come on to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, December 15th, 2015. Here are your news that I here on this Tuesday morning. Here are top story at 8:05 in the morning time. This is Las Vegas where the last Republican presidential debate was barely a month ago, but it feels like a lifetime. Since the field is last gathered in Milwaukee in November, the world has a turn Texas person said Bernardino, California. Our forensic science works through the Paris Cafe on Saturday as French reported detained suspects connected or attacks 10 months apart. There were plenty of emotional moments within the Star Wars The Force Awakens during its world premiere on Monday night, but a few took place before the movie even began. As Kathleen Kennedy put on an emotional speech, Saudi Arabia said that Tuesday that 34 nations have agreed to form a new Islamic military alliance to fight terrorism. The announcement published by the state-run Saudi press agency said the coalition is being established because terrorism. Geneva and Dubai, a ceasefire took effect in Yemen on Tuesday as parties to the civil war started in United Nations sponsored peace talks in Switzerland, and a new push to end months of fighting that killed nearly 6,000 people. Moscow, Russian support for the government in Syria and separatist rebels in Ukraine topped the agenda Tuesday as Secretary of State John F. Kerry sat down with Russia's foreign minister in advance of talks with President Vladimir Putin. In Israel, Turkey, U.S. Defense Secretary Ash Carter urged Turkey Tuesday to do more to help destroy Islamic State militants as he kicked off the tour in the Middle East that aims to drum up regional support for the military campaign. A Thai man faces up to 37 years in prison for mocking the king's dogwood on social media, an apparent violation of silence, stringent laws, and against insults aimed at the country's monarchy. In Geneva, the Yemeni government and Houthi rebels agreed to the immediately halt fighting on Tuesday as they started peace talks midday about the United Nations Special Envoy at an undisclosed location in Switzerland, the United Nations spokesman confirmed. In Berlin, Luxembourg's foreign minister said on Tuesday that the European Union's border agency could be deployed in non-member states like Serbia and Macedonia, while EU members with no external borders should provide more help to them with such. The FBI has discovered that Tashi Mafli, who carried out the December was massacre, along with her husband, Siad Rezwan Farouk, sent at least 2 private messages on Facebook where she was pledging support for Islamic Jihad and stated that she would. Mayor Stephanie Browns-Blake of Baltimore said that 5 of the 6 officers charged with the death of Freddie Gray are in custody, as Baltimore jury balls on officers facing Freddie Gray's death. Police have arrested a fast food worker they say was suffering from herpes that spotted at officers' burgers. Spokesman of the Baton Rouge Police Department. Fed Chairwoman Janet L. Yellen has stressed that the Fed's plans to move slowly to the federal funds rate while it's used to set terms for the many consumer and business loans would remain low for a while. Qualcomm has a message for its shareholder breaking up its hard to do as depending on the company's top management is less popular than saying together. The FAA is required drone registration. London oil prices edged higher on Tuesday as they slipped to their 11-year lows in the previous session, triggered by investors' bad appetite. Stocks now, 17,368.5, up 103.29, SP 521.94, and that's at 4,952.23. Planets scans as well to Jupiter-sized worlds seem to be hiding signs of the water from Curious Eyes. A recent survey of alien planets known as hot Jupiters reveals a large number without strong signs of water-containing clouds and hazes. It toxicology causes sea lions to become confused and interfere with their search for food. Researchers say the result is sediment for the boundary sheddable on California beaches. Russian space marked with American, British, and Russian astronauts on board successfully blasted off on Tuesday for the International Space Station, the European Space Agency said. Over this bird, new Raven Technologies for Ocean Research and the X-Prize Foundation launched a 3-year global commission Monday with $7 billion prize offered for teams developing vehicles to map the sea for and other initiatives. Daughter of Charity Health System has closed a transactional move about capital management and Trinity Healthcare and Creative Energy Health System with saving the system's 6 financially troubled hospitals. Jacksonville, the baby boy with a partially developed brain and was able to meet Senate for the first time. Now, a toddler of the boy with microhydrocephaly is ready for a holiday with a continuous health progress. America's continue to be by the evidence of a prescription article of painkiller abuse, and a new study finds that primary care physicians are by far the biggest prescriber of the drugs. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, and the rivals might want to consider them running for president again. A new study suggests that to the top office might take years off of the winner's lap. Peter Chaladusa, May 10, tied for a spot support here. Last night, the Boston Bruins fall to the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, 3-2. Tonight, the Boston Celtics made it kind of tonight, taking on Cleveland Cavaliers, game time, 7:30 p.m. Wow, they knocked Lancers girls varsity basketball team will have a game against the Ashland Caucus, game time, 6:30 p.m. Miami Carter's Florida killed timeouts before kickoff in New York Giants Hotel. Eli Benedy plotted plan the winner trying to get Miami Dolphins as the Giants forged in first place timeout, beating the Miami Dolphins 31-24, which means that the New England Patriots have clinched the AFC East yet again. Serena Williams that looks fierce on the latest cover of Sports Illustrated. She's left on the thread with one leg grip and open arm in her chair. Peter Chaladusa made 11 on this. 7.5 for a Trevor report on this. Tuesday morning. Take a look at it. Rhode Island here, 95 in the northbound side. It's up go between Coventry and Warwick. 1 turning on the westbound side of Newport Bridge, a little slow. 95 in the northbound side is slow from Route 37 and Warwick all the way at the downtown Providence here. 95 in the southbound side, so protect all at the downtown Providence. 146 in the southbound side is slow from Lincoln along at the downtown Providence around 146 happened to get an accident before. 95 so expect delays here. Route 6 in the eastbound side, a little slow for the 6-tag connector. 6-tag, a little slow from Route 6 all the way to Route 95 at the downtown Providence here. 295 at the northbound side, it is slow from Route 37 to Crescent all the way at to Route 12. 295 at the southbound side, a little slow around Route 160 to Crescent here. 195 on the westbound side, so from Seacock all the way at the downtown Providence to the accident. 195 on the westbound side before Route 44 in East Providence here. 295. Otherwise, it's looking good from Justin all the way at the Attleboro. 146 at both ends, a little slow before Route 99, the Lincoln North Speedfoot stretch. 99 the northbound side, a little slow from Lincoln all the way at the Route 122 in Woonsocket there. 95 on the northbound side, we got multiple accidents here from between 495 and Mansfield and South Main Street and Sharon, so expect some delays. And 95 northbound is backed up from Sharon on Route 1 all the way at the Route 128 in Canton there. 24 on the northbound side, so from Harrison Boulevard, Dave all the way at the Route 128 in Canton to Doodoo. And after the 120 southbound side around Route 24 in Canton, so expect delays here. Route 3 on the northbound side, so from 53 in Hanover all the way out to Route 128 in Canton there. 485 on the northbound side, so from 109 and Route 16 in Milford all the way out to the Mass Pike in Westport. 290 eastbound side, so from the Mass Pike in Auburn all the way out to Route 9 in Worcester here, so expect delays here. 120 on the southbound side, it is so from 95 in Canton all the way out to the Braintree Split. 120 on the northbound side, so from Norwood all the way out to Route 20 Waltham. 120 on the southbound side, so from Route 1 in Peabody all the way out to Waltham here. Route 2 to the westbound side, so Lexington stretch. Route 2 to the eastbound side, is so from Route 60 all the way out to Fresh Pond Parkway and the Bellbound Cambridge stretch here. Southeast Express on the northbound side, so from the Braintree Split all the way out to the Mass Pike. Southeast Express on the southbound side, so the Pike all the way out to Dorchester here. To the middle tunnel to the southbound side of 93, it's a little slow here. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, so from Route 9 in Framingham all the way out to the Prue Tunnel here. We got an accident Mass Pike in the eastbound side for 120 in left speed. And we got another accident Mass Pike in the eastbound side after Route 9 in Framingham, so expect delays here. 93 to the southbound side is slow from 110 lots all the way out to Route 125 and end over here and hit brakes again from Wilmington all the way up to the Zakin Bridge. Route 1 and then the southbound side, so from Chelsea all the way to the Zakin Bridge in Boston here. Mass Pike to the westbound side, it is so from Logan Airport all the way out to the Boston University and Randy Austin Bart Tolls. 120 southbound side, got another accident around Route 138 in Kenton, so expect delays here. Route 2 to the westbound side, got an accident here before Route 128 in Lexington here, and 128 in the southbound side, get accident after Route 3 in Burlington here. 495 in the southbound side, a little slow around Route 290 Marlborough, Mass here. Route 3 to the southbound side, so from Chelsea all the way at the Billerick and it breaks again before Route 120 in Burlington here. 495 in the northbound side, it's a little slow around Route 27 to Westford here. 495 on the north bad side, so from Route 3 in Lowell all the way up to Route 3 in Tewksbury. 495 south bad side, so from Lawrence all the way out to Route 3 in Lowell. Here. Up in Hampshire, Everett Turnpike Lowell, so from Manchester Airport all the way up to Merrimack. Spalding Turnpike Lowell, so at Route 4 Durham, New Hampshire. Here. 295 on the southbound side, so a little slow around the Freeport stretch here. But the main turnpike looking good from York, got some Beer Pop there. And otherwise, 295 looking good from Portland and Gardner here. Okay, let's take a look at the MBTA alerts here. Green Line D branch Pearson, Mark eastbound delays due to disabled train at Newton Island Station here. Civil Line SO2 experience about delays due to traffic, and Civil Line SO1 experience about delays due to disabled bus here. Framer Worcester train 508 7 a.m. from Worcester to depart from Worcester Station. 15-20 minutes beyond schedule due to a mechanical problem here. And ferries they are looking good. Peter Chell new stops out 8:15 on this Tuesday morning. Tied out for a weather report here, and we have a wind advisory in fact from 11 a.m. this morning to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening. And location wind advisories for most of southern New England and winds west 20-30 miles an hour with gusts up to 50 miles an hour. And impact strong winds may bring down a few tree limbs to cause isolated outage driving costs be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Here, drive carefully tonight due to poor visibility. Slow down and allow extra travel time. And on Tuesday, be prepared for strong wind gusts, which can make driving difficult to secure any outdoor holiday decoration to prevent damage. A wind advisory is issued when sustained winds are forecast to be 31 to 39 miles an hour. Gusts will be ranged between 46 to 57 miles an hour. Winds is strong, capable of driving some small tree limbs and isolated branches and possibly causing isolated power outages. Driving can be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Here. And day 1 today, tonight, wind advisory. Day 2 for Wednesday for Mondays. No as and weather expected at this time. Here. And now look at your forecast here for today. Showers likely before 8 a.m. Parts of the sky about 62 degrees. West about 8 to 14 miles. Gusts as high as 43 miles an hour. Chest pace to 6%. New precipitation with less than 10 minutes possible for today. Most gusts got about 37 degrees. West about 7 to 9 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 33 miles an hour here. Wednesday, parts of the sky about 45 degrees and north about 6 miles an hour. Becoming light and variable in the afternoon. With that, a slight change is made after 3 a.m. Most gusts got about 34 degrees. Calm with chest pace to 20%. Thursday, rain mid afternoon, high to 53 degrees, and southeast with about 7 miles an hour, chest pace to 8%. Thursday, rain mid for 3 a.m. Low around 46, chest pace to 8%. Friday, chance of showers, most gusts got about 51 degrees, and chest pace to 30%. Friday night, podcast got about 31 degrees. Saturday, most of the podcast got about 40 to about 27 degrees. Sunday, Sunday podcast got about 41 to about 28 degrees. And for Monday, podcast got about 47 degrees. Currently here, the Norton 58 degrees. There, now 57 overcast skies, and rain is around the outer cape from Route 6 in Sagamore all the way to Hyannis, then stretching down Centerville and northeast of Martha's Vineyard, and some spotty rain showers southeast of Nantucket, and the line of rain showers stretching up and down the Massachusetts and Southern New Hampshire coastline. And now, we're seeing some spotty rain showers from Maine to from Wells all the way up in Augusta here, through Portland here, and stretching up in Bangor and another Lincoln here, and some heavy rain showers around Renfrew and West Muskegon, Maine, and seeing some sleet and snow showers around the northwestern portions of Maine, some spotty rain showers from central and northern portions of New Hampshire, and extreme northeastern portions of Vermont and the Northeast Kingdom. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this December 15th, 2015 here on a Tuesday morning. Peter will give a good water with a good positive day till I'll see you for noontime for a noontime report.